I had always heard that I mean, now you're married and everything in a committed relationship, and your wife is hot.
Yes, she is.
She's very hot.
She's quite hot.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But I had always heard that you had the most incredible single life that any woman or man could ever
Party
ask for.
Central.
That's Party
so funny.
Central.
Do you want to hear the truth, Howard?
Yeah.
You can count on 2 hands how many people I've been with since I'm 18 years old.
You're kidding me.
2 hands.
Here's what I heard. You ready?
Go.
This was the rumor that I'd always heard. I ran into this guy at the Four Seasons Hotel. He said to me, Rosie always stays at the penthouse suite, you know, the top floor of the Four Seasons Hotel. And he said one day he delivered something to your room. Mm-hmm. He said there was like 50 hot chicks in the room with you. Everyone was nude. That he delivered, this is what he told me. He said he delivered the food, and he said each girl was hotter than the next girl, and that it was the most incredible. Like
and he walked into this room full of nude women with
nude
food.
women. Yeah.
Here's the first thing. I'm not even nude in the shower. Right? I get in there, I try not to look at the mirror. I throw a towel on. I've never been nude, unless I'm backstage in a Broadway show, and you have to be.
So why do you think that was? I mean, you were a huge star.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is you could have had any woman you wanted.
Yeah, but you know what? I was one of those late bloomers. I had sex for the first time at 21.
Never with a guy, though?
No, yes, with a guy.
With a guy?
When I was 28 to 30, I lived with a guy for 2 years.
Was it horrible?
No, it was actually really great.
But the whole time you're fantasizing about being with a woman.
No, the sex is not really the different thing. It's about, being gay. It's not totally the sex because, frankly, you can have great sex with anybody if you're not open and socially stigmatized, You close your eyes, Howard, I blindfold you, somebody's going to give you a blowjob. You're not going to go, wait a minute, whose lips are those?
Right.
You're just going to enjoy yourself.
But my question is this. You say in your book that you at a very young age, either someone climbed into your room, scared the hell out of you, a guy.
Yeah, well, as a young kid, I was sexually abused.
Right, and this was the person who climbed in through the window.
Yeah.
Right. So do you think that perhaps this swayed you in some, not that someone could make you gay or something like that, but I'm saying, do you think that men are so scary to you because of this incident?
Well, I think in some ways it may play a part, but I think it's a spectrum, sexuality, from 0 to 100. Everyone falls somewhere in the middle, whether it's your genetics based on your history. But, I know many, many people who had the same exact situation that I did as a kid who didn't turn gay. There are people people who have the same exact situation. So I don't know if that's necessarily part of the equation, but I think it plays a factor. But I will say this, when I was with a guy, I was with a woman from 20 to 28.
Right.
One woman.
That's it.
And
one woman.
One. And then I was with Michael from 28 to 30.
How did you keep the one woman so quiet? I mean, how did you keep that out of the tabloids?
Well, she wasn't that well known then.
But she was known. She was a comic. She was around. She was doing stuff. But you have to
remember that, when I started my TV show, I told Warner Brothers and all the networks that I was gay and that I didn't imagine coming out because it didn't seem like such a big issue to me. But
right.
I wanted them to know, and they were like, no, it's fine. And when I went on the air, there was no Perez Hilton. There was no 24-hour Internet. There was no TMZ. Nobody asked anyone if they were gay.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Ellen was not out. Will and Grace was not on. And when they talked about Will and Grace, when I was like 1997 or 8, they said there's going to be a TV show with a gay character. And I thought, well, that'll never last.